everybody. Happy Monday. Oh my goodness, what a fun weekend this was. Oh my goodness, the weather. I hope you guys got outside and got to do something really, really fun. I got to hang out by a pool yesterday, which is just always relaxing, isn't it? It's always a lot of fun. So grab your cup and let's get settled in. Good morning, Sean. Good morning. God, this is a fresh cup of coffee too. Oh, hey, good morning, Jerry. Good morning, William. Good morning, everybody. So excited to see everybody coming in. It's time. I just got back from my spinning class. I wanted to, I thought about doing the today's coffee from the gym, but this is something so exciting to talk about that I wanted to just bring it home. So good morning, Nicole. Hi, Jane. Good morning, Hope. Good morning, everybody. So today, hi, Ivana. Today we are going to talk about pain. Your pain, my pain, our pain. A lot of times, getting through this life, we experience pain. We experience grief and sadness, disappointment. We experience setbacks. We experience all-out sadness. And through each experience we have, it actually makes us stronger. So, they do say lessons are learned through pain. And they really are. It not only teaches you kind of how to redo something, or who to bring in, who to let go, or what to own, what to not own, right? But what pain really does is pain makes you stronger, right? It allows you an opportunity to say, I'm not going to get knocked down. It allows you the opportunity to say, I am stronger than this pain. Good morning, Cheryl. Hi, Denise. Hi, everybody. And so this pain that we experience, it also shows us that truly, even though we may feel broken in that moment, and it may take some time to heal, it doesn't fully break us, that we can manage to overcome the pain. And through that pain, through that angst that we experience, we actually have these openings, these inspirations that happen. How many times has something so bad or so sad, like let's say you get fired and you're so upset, and it really hurts the ego, right? No one wants to get fired. But let's say you get fired, yet it ends up leading you to a job that ends up being so much more magnificent than you could have imagined. Or it leads you in a whole different career path that you didn't even realize you wanted, but yet once you said yes, it opened up. So, this is it. So, Lauren, the thing is it says when pain, and Lauren's asking, I can't see the whole thing. So when you make a comment, make it short so I can see the whole thing. Otherwise, if it's too long, it says read more, and we can't do that. But just the idea is, when you're feeling stuck in your pain, I believe, we can get that grief and we can get stuck in the cycles, and we have to allow the process. But when you're really stuck in it, when you're just feeling you can't move on and it's just constantly repeating, you kind of have to make a choice. I mean, you have to find that fighter inside of you. The fighter says, this isn't going to be how my story ends. The fighter says, this, whatever is going on, isn't going to define the rest of my life. The fighter says, I'm going to change the outcome of this story I'm telling myself. So there is the grieving process, and I don't want to take away from the grieving process. I don't want to take away from that, but there is this feeling that pain that we have will help us figure out who we are and what we want, and to surrender and to trust, that we can let go. We don't have to hold on so tight. And when we have, good morning, Erica, when we have these experiences that we feel like we just can't move on, that's when you have to look inward and upward. That's when you have to go in and say, all right, A, what am I to learn? B, what is it I want from this? C, what do I need to do to change, what I want in my life, or the outcome that I'm getting, or, what is it? So it's not just, we can grieve the loss of a loved one, but we can also grieve the loss of a relationship or a job or a deception. Deception is a big one, because we may love someone and trust someone, and then there's deception, or even perceived deception. Sometimes there isn't truly deception, but somebody thinks they are, and causes a whole mess there, right? We've all been through all of this. But your pain is your blessing. Your pain is your story. Your pain is your challenge to say, I'm going to rise up beyond this. I'm going to move forward. And how am I going to do that? I had this experience where someone had said, basically, you're riding my coattails. That was kind of the essence of it, right? Hi, Heather. Hi, Lauren. That's the essence of it. Basically, you would be nothing without me. That's kind of the essence of that. And so obviously that friendship ended. But I'll tell you, and it was so painful. And it was so hurtful. But I'll tell you what, to this day, I am so grateful for that experience, because it made me go to source. It made me say, all right, if I'm not supposed to do this, you need to pull me out. Like, let's go. And it made me find that trust within, that trust and connection with my own soul, with my higher self, with spirit. Good morning, Jeannie. And so it made me stronger. It made me better, because I wanted to dig deeper. I wanted to say, who am I, and what path can I create for myself, for those around me? How do I want the message to get through? And so that experience was probably, even though so painful at that time and such a setback and devastating, right? It's about that feeling of, you know what? I'm not going down because you think I need to go down. You're not taking me out of the game because you don't get to decide. Source decides. And so when we let go of letting other people define us, letting other people decide where we're going to go, working through our own pain, you can actually find your power. Your power is inside your pain. Okay? You work through it. The power doesn't come from everything that's working great. The power comes from when all the chips are down, when everything is stacked against you. Where is your grit? Where is your core? Where is your trust? Where are you going to go next? I have someone else that was in a marriage, a relationship, deception. And so through that devastation, they were very upset. Yet, afterwards, they found a partner that was so loving and so amazing and such a better match that they would have never found that person had there not been the deception and the pain over here. So, that is it. So Christiana, you were asking about relationships. Yeah, of course there's pain in relationships. There's pain in everything. There's pain in a lot of experiences, in a lot of areas. So, your pain is unique to you. We all experience pain, but how you receive it and how you process it is unique to you. And yeah, I do believe that sometimes if it takes years, I do believe it's because we're not really finding that power to move through it. Honestly, Lauren, I think if it's taking years, it's because you're sitting in it. You're sitting in that time warp with it. And that's what happens. If you get stuck in that time warp, you're going to keep processing and processing the pain. So when that pain happens, there has to be a conscious decision. That even, I'm not saying that we just whoosh the pain away, but you have to make that conscious decision that I'm going to make action to move forward through it. And I'm going to figure it out through it. And that's just what it takes. Like, let's say it's, again, this relationship, a relationship. And you're saying, this was the one, this was my soulmate. I can't believe that they're not with me. I can't believe that they're married to someone else now. What happened? What happened is they're not the person you're supposed to be with. I know you want them to be. I know you believe they will. But if you stay in that place of trying to convince yourself, you're not going to move through it. When you trust and surrender, all right, team, you pulled them out for a reason. I don't agree with you at the moment, and I'm pretty upset with you. But your team is saying, well, wait a second. You don't see who we have right here because you're not willing to walk 3 steps in this direction. But if you trust me, if you walk in this direction, if you surrender, you're going to see this person that is right here. We got them right here for you. And so, well, again, that could be in many different areas, okay? But understanding the pain that you've been through, the experiences you've been through, are your story, but they're not your only story. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. A lot of times people make the pain the end of the story because they're not taking action to say, let me take in a new place, a new step, a new sentence into my story. Do you know? Oh, you're welcome, Heather. Heather, listen, I hear you, honey. I have been in a 14-year relationship, and that was hard. But again, I am so grateful that I'm not in that relationship. Not that it's a bad person or anything like that, and I learned a lot and very grateful. But gosh, do I love my life today. But those things that we have, these experiences we have, okay? The pain that you go through, if you let it, the pain will be the end of your story, okay? If you let it, the pain will be how you settle. So that's where the strength has to come in. That's where your core has to come in. That's where your trust has to come in. Has to come in. And when you trust and when you say, I'm not going down, and even if we go down, I'm going to get back up. I'm not going to stop loving. I'm not going to stop looking. I'm not going to stop trusting. I'm not going to stop following my dream. How many singers do you know were told, you can't do this? You're never going to make it. And now look at them, right? Actors, everything. There's these stories where you hear about people going through so much pain and suffering that they overcome it and accomplish great, great things in their lives. You're meant to accomplish these great things. You're meant to be the most powerful being you can be. You're meant to rise up. You're not meant to lay down and just let the pain take you. Okay? So the pain is part of the experience. It's part of the learning. It's part of the growing. It's part of the understanding. It's part of the trust. It's part of saying, you know, you hurt me, but you didn't end me. You know, this hurts, but I'm not done. I'm not tapping out, right? So don't let the pain tap you out. Let the pain be your power. Let that pain inspire you. Let that pain make you love more, love harder, be more focused. You know, study more if you need to study. Go in a different direction if you need to go in a different direction. Okay? You know, be courageous through this pain. Oh, thank you guys. Your pain is your power. It is your power. And when you start to recognize it as a power, when you start to recognize that it's actually a gift, even though it may not feel like it, it feels like poo-poo. It feels like poo-poo. It does. But it teaches you like nothing else. It teaches you what your core is, who you are, what are you made of, what do you want, and are you going to let someone else define that for you? Whether that be a relationship, anything. You're going to let that define you? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to let whatever happened to you be your story that ends with the period. You're going to let it be the end of that stage, right? The end of that stage. That's it. And then we're going to start a new chapter. All right? That's what it's about. All right. There we go. I could go on and on. Let's do this. Anyhow, that is your Monday inspiration. All right, everybody. Super excited for the week. We're in the summer. I got a lot of stuff coming up. If you check out, I have a website, colbyrebel.com. So many events coming up. I'm traveling. Got a lot doing. We got the summit, teaching. So excited for all this stuff coming up. I'm going back to New Jersey. Very excited. Any Jersey peeps in the house? I'm coming home, going to Orlando. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Christiana. Thank you, Lapito. Hi, honey. Yay. Good, Tina. Awesome. Yay. I'm glad, Tina. Hi, Gloria. Good morning, Nicole. So thank you guys for the sharing, for the caring. Christiana, that's the second time someone's told me to come to Atlanta in 2 days. And Atlanta is on my bucket list, so there we go. Thank you, Heather. All right, everybody, ready? On the count of 3, what do we say? Shine your light and shine it bright. All right, everybody, have a fabulous Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye.